Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Bot Signal on this Friday. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most are a carbon copy of everybody else, or they're not able to get engagement on or offline, or they feel like they're shouting into a black hole. So, I create epic chatbot experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to motivate 1 million people to change their marketing. Now, good morning, Lori. Good to see you. So, how am I going to do this whole movement thing? Lots of movements start with a manifesto. There are many manifestos out there. Just type in the word on Google, you'll find a ton. But what really inspired me this morning was a group of people way back, a group of computer programmers. Now, this is something that I'm going to give you a little history in computer programming. Don't worry, it's going to be short and sweet, just like me. Anyway, little history of computer programming. When computer programming was first going on, a ton of the projects were completely over budget, years late, ridiculous stuff. And people were losing lots and lots of money. Now I'm talking major corporations. I'm saying Denver Airport. This is what I'm saying. People, the U.S. Postal Service, people were buying off on these huge development projects, and they'd come in years late, millions of dollars over budget. So a group of people got together, and they were programmers, and they said, we're going to do this a different way. We've been working with people a long time, and we're going to write a little manifesto, and we're going to do things differently. What they wrote that day became known as the Agile Manifesto. And what it said was stuff like working product over comprehensive documentation. Like there's value in both, but we value a working product more than we value all of the papers that go along with it. They value working with people over a ridiculous, contract negotiations from hell. Just paraphrasing here, but I studied that in school. The degrees behind me, they were very expensive and totally worth it. Anyway, studied that in school, and it really moved me. And today I looked back at it and I thought, why don't we create, for this movement that I'm creating here, getting 1 million people to change up their marketing, why don't we create a little manifesto of our own? Because we can do that. I mean, we're powerful, right? So I started. And I started creating a little manifesto that is, kind of really basically, it's structured like this other manifesto. And the first line in it is that clients are more important than clicks. It's true, everybody. It's called, let me back up here because I'm getting out of order. I'm too excited. It's called the Marketing Mindset Manifesto. It's designed to bring about a shift in the way that you think about marketing and the way that you do marketing. Chatbots obviously are a part of that. For me, it may not be for everyone, but that is okay. What I want to create in the world is an awareness of how certain things are completely in control of what we're doing, but they're not working for us. One of the concepts that do not work for us is that we count clicks and we count likes and we count impressions and we count all of these things. We count. Clients count. Both pre-clients and post, obviously. People who haven't become your client yet and people who have paid you already. I'm counting all those in the clients bucket. And for me, just noting that there's a human being on the other end of whatever you're putting out. Is what you're putting out resonating with that human being? If yes, I count them in the client pool, because it could be now, it could be months from now. It doesn't matter. If no, then they'll probably go somewhere else. There are a million different channels on this TV. You know what I'm saying to you, the internet. Anyway, there are a whole bunch of different places to turn. But to me, that client, that person that resonates with what I say, that's the person that I want to talk to. That's the person I want to get to know, collaborate with, joint venture some things, whatever it is. That's what's important to me. Clicks are also important. It's just that I value clients a whole lot more than clicks. Clicks are just a path that somebody takes through the internet. Clicks are something that will kind of give you some feedback on what's going on. But unless that person gets to know you, unless that person reaches out to you, you don't really know what went through their head. I used to work in a place where we would kind of study, there's stuff called heat maps, which you can get services that show you where people are clicking, where people are looking on your site. That's fine. That's good information to have if you're into that. Some people are really into details and information. I get it. But for me, I don't really care where you're looking and where you're clicking and where you're not clicking. I care what's going on in your head. So far, there's no software that will do that. Hopefully, we won't get to that point, because what I would rather do is ask you how the journey was through the chatbot. Ask you what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're doing right now. Take a pulse on what is happening with you and your marketing, and what do you want to change? That's what I want to talk about. And I don't want to somehow intuit this through a map of clicks on, a website or whatever. That doesn't count as much as getting to know people one-on-one. So, my friends, as you know, a chatbot is how we get to know people one-on-one at scale. And we're doing it. We're doing it every day here at Black Belt Bots. Lori Bodemer's doing it with the Booby Bot. You need to go check that out. Text to boobies to 555-888. Just take the sign above my head, replace bot, put booby, and you will get a hold of her chatbot. And it is a darn good time. Let me just assure you of that. So, starting a manifesto, making something happen, making something different in the world happen. I have wanted to do this since I was a kid, since I was even shorter than I am now, which is pretty darn short by most people's standards anyway. Let's do this. Let's start a manifesto. Tell me if you like. Respond below or PM me or hop on my chatbot and tell me what's connecting with you. Clients are more important than clicks. Does that connect with you? Tell me about that. As we go forward, I do this show 5 days a week when I'm not like sick or out of town. I do this show 5 days a week. We're going to go over a statement at a time and just try them out. And if you have an idea for a statement that needs to go into this manifesto, I say this: get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. What do you think is wrong with the way that we do marketing today? What do you think could be fixed? What do you think is more important than the current ways that we're doing things? I want to hear it. I want to know it. And I want to know you. So here's how we do it. Go text bot to 555-888. That's a different bot. That's my bot. It will give you a little bot strategy, and it will give you a chance to meet up with me for half an hour. Just half an hour. We'll chat about bots. We'll chat about the manifesto. We'll start a revolution together, probably, because, that's what I do. And I'd love to have you. So That's it for today, my friends. It has been 10 minutes. I'm going to respect your time and love you a whole bunch. Love you a whole bunch. This is the crowd that I've always wanted to create. These are the things that I have always wanted to do, and 2020 is the year, babies. So, my friends, if you have a comment on today's show, toss it in the comments wherever you are, or just get a hold of me because I'd love to talk to you. Let's start a revolution. Let's turn the world of monkey see, monkey do marketing on its ear. Let's make a difference in how people work. That's what I want to do. If you want to help me, welcome. And that's it for me today. So I'll see you on Monday around about 10 o'clock in the morning. And until then, I will see you in a bot.